It is well known that Semicha is the term we use for rabbinic ordination, but what is the origin of the term? What does Semicha mean? We learn the answer from the portion of Pinchas. There we read how Moshe was just about to die, but he was adamant to guarantee that his successor would be crowned in his lifetime. Yoshua became the leader while Moshe was still alive. And how did Moshe confer that authority upon his successor? Hashem instructed him, V'samachta et yadcha alav, rest your hand upon his head. That's how the original rabbinic ordination took place. And ever since that time, that's how people became rabbis. You can only become a rabbi if another rabbi makes you into a rabbi. And originally, there would be the conferring of ordination through the placing of a hand on the head. In the course of time, that particular action was lost, and today we still have the ordination taking place by a rabbi conferred upon the next rabbi. Rav Moshe Feinstein puts over a marvelous message here. He says that with regard to the original system, our focus of attention should not be primarily on the rabbi giving the smicha, but rather on the one receiving the smicha. Not so much upon the hand that is going on the head, but rather on the positioning of the head, because the person receiving the smicha would need to bow his head in order for the one giving it to place his hand upon the head. And therefore, in so bowing, one is actually giving respect to the rabbi who's giving you smicha, and through that rabbi, one is paying one's respect to all previous rabbis over the generations, going all the way back to Moses at Mount Sinai. Because indeed, in Pirkei Avot, we are taught, Moshe kibel Torah miSinai. Moses received the Torah at Mount Sinai, that's the written law, and also the oral law. Umesara Joshua, he passed it on to Joshua, Joshua to the elders to the prophets to the men of the Great Assembly, all the way through the generations until today. And the message here is that when you are becoming a rabbi, it's not as if you're being given a pile of bricks and you're being told, build an edifice from scratch by yourself. No, you're given a few bricks to add onto that great, enormous edifice, the foundations of which were laid at Sinai, and the building of which has taken place through the ages. It's what we call Masorah, our authentic Torah tradition. Through becoming a rabbi, one is entrusted with the responsibility of continuity, to guarantee the continuity of authentic Torah law. You know, if you take a horse and a donkey and you crossbreed them, the result is a mule. Fascinatingly, a mule is stronger than both the horse and the donkey, but a mule is sterile. And so too, when we crossbreed our Masorah, our authentic Torah tradition, with everything which is fashionable within the time in which we live, in order to seemingly make it more appealing, the result is that it can at first be appealing, but there's no future for it. It'll be gone in a short period of time. In order to guarantee the continuity of our Torah tradition, and this is indeed what has happened through the ages, we need to be true to our Masorah. So we bless Hashem for the enormous gift that is given to us, the authority placed in our hands to ensure that the law that He gave is still the same law as is practiced and interpreted to this very day. Shabbat Shalom.